Okay, class. So this is my third recording today, and I have to tell you that the last thing we did was to add another row to our table, and we just added the 212th row to the table. If I click out here, we see that the table is one row larger than it was a little while ago. All right, so we're moving right along, and the next thing that we're going to do is filter our table. So if we look up here at the top on row 11, we see there's little filter icons. If you click on one of them, you'll notice that a menu opens up. Let's go to the party size one. And here we see that the party sizes for golf parties, I guess that's how many people fit in a golf cart, can go up to 5, or maybe that's just, I guess if you have 6 people, you make it more than one party. I'm not really sure how that goes. Anyway, so what we'll do is we will click the food order filter. Oh, I'm sorry, party size filter. We're going to click the select all, and this is going to make everything vanish, and then we're just going to select 2. So we're only interested in parties of 2. So this is going to reduce our 212 rows down to only the rows that have parties of 2. Now we're also going to click on the food order icon for filtering, and we're going to filter this down to above $100. So instead of doing it that way, we will point to the number filters, and we're going to pick greater than, and after we do that, we're going to say it's greater than 75. So once we do that, we'll say OK, and then we only have these 5 people, or 5 parties of 2 that ordered food over $75. All right, so everything's good now, and next thing that we're going to do is to just save our work. So I'll just click on Save up here so that we don't run into any problems. I recommended that you save this into the Downloads folder, but you might be doing this at home and can put it in some place where you have all your other schoolwork for my class. All right, so now we're going to clear and change the filters. And you'll notice that the icons that are here for the party size and food order look a little different than the other filtering icons. So we're going to click the filter in D11, and we're going to clear it right here with this line. Just click on that, and everything goes back. And do the same thing for the food order. Clear that as well. All right, so let's do a date filter. You know what? I don't think we're supposed to clear that food order, so just bring it back in. Just click the reverse arrow there, and it brings back the food order filter. Right, okay. All right, so now what we'll do is we're going to just filter it down to activities that happened in the year 2000. So we're going to click on that date filter over here, and then we'll click on the plus sign next to the year 2009. We'll click on that, and it opens it up so that we see all of the months. But we only want, we want all 12 of the months. So let's click on date filter above where it says search all. Click on date filter, and then click on between. Now we want it to be between one, where it says is or equal to, let's put 1/1/1/2009. 1/1/2009. And then we want it to be after 12/13/2009. 31/2009. All right, and then we can say OK to this, and only those dates are going to be appearing at this point. So that's pretty handy. And if we click on the date filter, just kind of pass your cursor over it, then you see that it actually explains the dates that we are using at this point. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to save this filtered area for later. So scroll down so that the whole thing is showing up, and then just select the range A11 all the way down to I144, and then Control C to copy. Then we're going to put this on a new tab. So what we'll do is we'll just click on the plus thing here at the bottom for adding a new tab, and then we'll put our cursors there in A1 and do Control V. Control V is for pasting. Now some of the columns are not wide enough, so we have to widen them. And in order to do that, we'll go to the Home tab, and then we're on the Home tab right here because we just went to someplace new. And then over here on the right, we go to Format and click on the down arrow for Format, and click on Auto Fit Column Width. And this will widen all of our columns, so the ones that were too narrow. Whenever Excel, the column is too narrow for a number, then Excel gives you the crosshatches, because if it gave you just part of a number, it wouldn't be the right number, would it? All right, so now it's calling this sheet 1. Let's rename this to 2009 data. Great. So at this point, we're going to use a very elaborate advanced filter. And this could be helpful because, you know, we have 200 lines of data, and maybe we want something very specific. So to do that, we're going to click Golf Data again, and just press Escape because all this busyness is going on. And then we're going to select the range A11 through I11. So this just where we have the title for the Excel table. Select that range and do Control C to copy it. And then we're going to copy this up onto the first row. So click in cell A1 and Control V to paste. Okay, so that's very nice. Now click cell A11. Press Escape to get rid of the marching ants. So click cell A11, and then on the Data tab, we're going to select Clear. And this is going to clear all the filters that are down there in our Excel table. Okay, and now this advanced filter is kind of interesting. What it's going to let us do is use this area up here to set up the filters, and it will filter our table down below. So let's put our cursors in F2 and type the word hotel. Apparently, some of the customers come from the hotel, and other people's live close enough so that they can drive to the golf course. All right, so now we're going to hold down Control and press Enter, because that's what we have to do in order to set up this advanced filter. And now we're going to go to the, we're going to use this area, the second and first rows of this spreadsheet, in order to filter the Excel table that starts on cell A11. So we set up with the word hotel, and then we press Control Enter. And now what we have to do is to, on the Data tab, select the word Advanced over here. Sort and Filter, select Advanced. Now, this range here is not what we want to filter. We want to filter the Excel table. So we're going to press backspace to take that information out of the little window that opened up. And then this is the this box over here on the right lets us select the data with our cursor. So let's click on that, and we're going to take the range A11 all the way down to I212. Okay, so we are dealing with our Excel table, and then it says golf data, which is the name of our Excel table, and then it says hashtag all. So it knows that we're dealing with the entire Excel table. Now we click on this expand box again, and it brings back the whole window that we were working with. Let's just drag it over to the side. I don't know why these things always show up on top of whatever we're working with. All right, let's work on the criteria range this time. So click on that collapse box this time and scroll up, and we're going to select the range A1 through I2, this little area right here. And click on this box again. And now this is our filter, our advanced filter. It's all set up, but we have to make it work. So just make sure that it says filter the list in place. And then click on OK. And just before you do that, notice in column F you have hotel, local, hotel, mix. Now when we press OK, only hotel shows up in the customer type, column F. So this is an advanced filter, and it's pretty handy. Let's add some more information to it. So what we'll do now is in column E, we're going to type E2. We're going to type greater than symbol. So we do shift and the greater than symbol, this one right here, greater than 100. And then over here in the state, home state, we're going to put TX for Texas. And nothing has happened, but that's all right. Just hang in there. So at this point, we'll press enter to accept that value. Let's click on advanced again. And you see that our criteria range is the same as it was before, even though we added some new criteria. So now when we press OK, you'll see that it has filtered our big table down to only the people that are ordering more than $100, and they're coming from the state of Texas. Okay? So what we'll do now is we're going to put our cursor in F3, and we're going to add the word local right here. And over there in D3, we're going to type 1. All right? And now we're going to go to advanced again, and we're going to change the advanced filter. Now instead of it just being I2, A1 through I2 in the criteria range, let's change that to a 3 over there and press OK. And now it has added the party sizes of 1 who are also local. So what I want you to understand is that we have anybody that came from Texas who has party sizes of 3 or 4, and also food orders greater than 100, staying in the hotel, home state of Texas. But the local people are from New Mexico, and they can have food orders for much less than that, because that's not on the same line of the filtering as where they are at this point. All right, class? So this is a way that we can use this advanced filtering. And let me just see if I can finish this little section before I run out of time. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to stop the recording now, and then we'll do some slicers for